Well, good day, tubes, and how are yous today? Wow, what a trying freaking day I've had today. Let me tell you. Actually, all said and done, today's actually almost over already. I haven't really done nothing today. I guess I'm kind of dragging my butt still from the long, not long weekend, but the long weekend we had down at Monster Jam there. It was really good, but such a pain in the rear end getting yourself all down there, and you know, just the traveling and stuff. It's such a real pain, but wears you out. But anyways, I'll speak about Monster Jam in a minute. It was good. But anyways, this morning I was out, I had to plow a bit of snow. I guess we got a little bit while we were away. And, oh, this has been having a nightmare. But I'm kind of thinking soon of maybe starting to build that bigger loader bucket I was mentioning about, the wider one. And just kind of looking at my big blower here, I'm kind of thinking, what the heck size was this thing now? I know my other bucket is 72 inch, which is there, so that's only actually 6 inches wider. So that was 6 foot 6 inch, so I'm thinking I want to go even a bit wider than that, just for more like a snow bucket than anything. But anyways, let's just head her inside. I got a couple of things I want to show you and a couple of things we got to do, and then that'll probably actually be it for today already. So anyways, let's head her inside. So just before we head her inside, I blew another one of these apart today, and this thing actually exploded on me. I couldn't believe it. Now, if you don't know what that is, that's the thing that screws into the cylinders, the turn-in cylinders for this thing. So that screws into the cylinder, and then the hose screws into that. So we had her sitting on the tractor like this, and then angled, and I was peeling along pretty good, and I hit a real hard hunk of snow. And I guess that must have like super frickin' pressurized that one side, and frickin' grenaded this thing. I couldn't believe it. I'll show you the other piece. We already got her fixed and replaced, but I just kind of put her back together sort of temporarily with not the right stuff, I know, but just regular kind of plumbing stuff. So we just went from 1/4 inch and then adapted her down up to the 3/8 to take the hose, just so I get my snow done at least today. But holy man, we'll maybe get inside and get a little more better shot of that. But holy man, that thing, see, I was ripping along, and I guess there was like a hard hunk there. It hit that, and it pushed the blade in, I guess, so hard against the thing there that it pressurized so much more than, you know, because it was already whatever PSI, and hit that thing, and it just went boom, like a gun. I'm like, holy crap, what the heck was that? And then of course I lift it up and I see all the fluid peeing out, so I'm like, oh, really? But yeah, I couldn't believe it. It was wicked, and that's supposed to hold a fair whack of pressure too. But anyways, we'll get her fixed again. And geez, the other day, oh, I was out doing snow with the little feller, and blew a hose on that, although it was kind of stress fractured, I think, for quite a while. But oh, it's dark in here. But anyways, that's sort of one of the jobs we got to do today, was to take that hose off, and it's all out here and stuff. We'll go have a look here. Take that hose off and get one made up probably at John Deere when I go up to get the other stuff I've ordered. I'll get them to do that for me too. Not much light here right now. But anyways, this one here, you can see she's kind of already wore through there a little bit. Now, from what, I'm not too sure, because unless it was sitting down and rubbing on the drive shaft or something stupid, actually that might have been what it was. The drive, oops, sorry, my apologies. The drive shaft comes through there, and if this thing, or even this one here, could rub, I mean, I wouldn't even know it, right? So it might have been rubbing, and then it just kind of wore through. So we gotta take her off down here at the cylinder, and I'll probably, for now, so I don't have a leaking hose all over the place, I'll just route this back to that one there. We'll just take her right off the port there, I think. Oh. I'll get that out after. But anyhow, yeah, so we're going to have to get a little wrench of some sorts there. Probably just grab a little adjustable of some sort, and we'll tear that off of there. And then I'll take it up to John Deere whenever they call me to say my stuff's in. And we'll get them to make me up another one. Man, they don't give you much room in these things, let me tell you. Alright, so that one's coming out of there. And this one actually is good because we can separate it there. And this is just like an extension lead, because I guess there's different tractors that don't need this extra length. So this just gets you the extra bit, right? That come with it when we got it. So just pull this fella right out of here. And let's go grab a wrench. Alright, we just about got her. There we go. Tiny little feller. A little 1/4 inch line. Anyways, let's take this in the back. I'll get them apart. The other fitting here. Get that apart and get them ready to head to John Deere. We'll get another one made up. Alright, so this should come apart here pretty good. So I've been having so freaking much, pardon my French, freaking much trouble with hoses lately. I can't believe it. You know, from everything actually that has a hose on it I own. Yep, that I own and I use has had a problem. So the big trailer, the big green trailer, it blew a hose off. That was sort of my fault because it got kind of snagged, but oh yeah, that's probably no good there. And it's probably not going to show you that closely up. Hello, camera. Anyways, yeah. That, and what was it? The little feller, the one I built, it ripped a hose off because I guess it bottomed out or hit something underneath. Oh, I know what it was. I came up over the road, and the road had a little bit of a bloop up, and it ripped the hose off that trailer, and that trailer, and multiple things on the snow plows. And now this other tractor, it's like, holy crap. I'm almost to the point where I think I might want to get my own little hose making crimper machine, Dewey, the thing that, you know, squashes these things onto the hoses. But lots of money for that. Lots of money. Plus then you got to get the hose and then the fittings, and yeah, it's just not worth it to me unless I was doing it for like a part of my job or something. I guess I don't need that stupid thing now. Part of my job or something, you know, but which I'm not really, but anyhow, we better not lose this feller. Try to keep him upright and clean. Just stay. And now we need to go to John Deere, and we still got the mess from the other day here packed up on the left. But anyways, there's the fitting of the other side of that fitting. I'll see if I can get this off of here. But you can see how it's just split itself apart. So I don't know what kind of pressure would have been behind that, but holy shnikes, it must have been pretty good. So yeah, there's the other bit, and man, like I say, it wasn't like shotgun, like bang, but it was at least, you know, 9mm loud. But yeah, she just exploded big time, so I wasn't really liking that too much. But well, we'll put that one with this one, I guess. There's the other one that sort of broke off when I hit it. But holy jeez, what a nightmare. But anyways, I'm really glad I got this little kit here. It's been good so far. I've used her 3 or 4 times, so we'll put that somewhere where we're not going to lose it. Look at all this. Oh, sweet, look. Curlies. Curlies. Little curlies. Could have little curly locks. But anyways, what else are we doing today? Kind of want to measure up and see what I want to do for a snow bucket. If I can find the room. Let's put this away, and that's actually the lid off of that thing. And anyways, I've got to get this guy welded on him too. Yeah, so I'll leave that out. Put some of this torch stuff away that we're done with. I seen a pretty cool thing today there at Princess Auto Flyer thingy that where it was like a hose reely thing, like one of these. Let me turn the light on here. Hose reely thing with these, but it was like the dewies for your torch. I thought that'd be kind of handy. It was 50 feet too, but I'm like, it's kind of nice to have it portable too, right? So anyways, we're gonna do a bit of marking, I guess, here on the table. And I had a comment the other day wondering what this table was from, if they thought it was an autopsy table. And no, it wasn't actually an autopsy table. This was a dishwashing table from dishwashing setup up at the hospital in the cafeteria. Because if you notice, you can see the legs on this end are a lot longer than they are on this end. I'll measure those up for you in a sec, but they're quite a bit shorter. So the table, if you put it down on the ground, it actually sits on quite an angle. So I guess, you know, all the dishes come out of the dewey and they just whoosh down to the bottom thing, and then away she goes. There was these, I don't have any here, but in the betweens here, between this one and this one, there was a roller thing. The trays would have rolled along, you know, and then I guess the person down the line, whatever, would take the things out of the tray and then bring the trays back around or whatever. So yeah. Okay, so 6 foot, there's 4, 5, 72 is the width of the bucket now, and 6 foot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I don't like this tape much. 6'6" is lower. So now I'm wanting to build a bucket, but it's going to be like a lot, we'll look at the bucket outside after, but it's going to be a lot bigger and wider and more of a mouth, I guess you would say, on it. So she'll hold like a whole lot of heap of snow, because snow really itself isn't that heavy. It's, if you loaded that with dirt, the tractor probably wouldn't handle it, but it would do pretty good actually. But it's a lot heavier on the front. So if we're gonna go, man, I don't know, there's 7 feet. I'd like to go like 8 feet maybe. I'm gonna have to stretch this tape out a little better here. I actually just stretched the tape the other way, but we're actually 10 foot on this table. So okay, let's measure down 72. Yeah, where'd my marker go? It's in my pocket here. Okay, so 72 inches, and that's 6 foot roughly. So 6, 7, 8 foot bucket. That's a big mother. I don't think I want to go any more than 8. Actually, thinking about it again, it would be nice if I could get a sort of a double multi-purpose kind of big bucket made, because I want to, that's 8 feet. I want to be able to have something that I can use for filling the graves back in, because I'm not actually going to be digging trying to get dirt, because I'm always digging into dirt that's always like soft already, so I'll be able to into it and then go, right? So what was it, 72? So that's the size of the normal bucket. And whenever I fill a grave in, I've always got, you know, like this much roughly on each end that's not getting filled. So if I go 8 feet, that'll get the whole thing, because I normally dig it the length of a piece of plywood, which is 8 feet. Now, I don't want to go too much more than that, because, well, sometimes the hole gets a bit longer, but then you'll end up having, say, ground here, and then you're dumping dirt, and then you're dumping a heap of dirt on the ground, which then you got to go over and clean up after again. So I'm thinking around an 8 foot bucket. Holy shnikes, that might be all right. That might be all right. Now, I know with all this junk piled on here, it's going to be hard to get the idea, but if we use something that's a bit long, perhaps we use something like this and put it like that, maybe. It's gonna stay there. Too much junk, boys, not enough stuff, I'll tell you. Okay, so we're gonna put that there and that there. It's not really working the way I wanted it to here. What I'm trying to do here is simulate what the shape of the bucket might actually look like. Now I wanna, how was it I was wanting to do this? Like, I'm kind of thinking that this would be the front of your bucket, and this piece going up here would be like the side of your bucket. And I'm thinking I want to make it bigger than that. Like, large. This is just not going to give me the right angle here. Kind of redunculous, really. Yeah, that's not quite right. Kind of hard to do her without actually doing it, you know, building it. But no, that's just not gonna work. See, I don't want to bring it out too far, because that other bucket we built, let's go outside here for a sec. The other bucket we built, the real narrow one that we built for the loader, it's kind of long, but I sort of kind of did it that way just so it would actually hold pretty much the same as the big one there, the factory one. But the trouble with that is now is when you go into a pile, the further out it is from your tractor, the further out it comes, the less power you've got to lift and curl. So I don't want to come out really any further than probably this one. It's really hard to say, you know. See, I want to build it. I can't get my brain wrapped around this right now. I want to build it maybe a little bit out more, because this thing does actually dig pretty good. Now it's all frozen and crappy, mind you, but I'm going to say it's roughly 20 inch. So if I brought that out maybe to 24 or 5 maybe 26, that'll give me another, what, 6 inches out. So this, the side will be another 6 inches out. So the side will be, oh, this isn't gonna work right. I apologize for the horrible camera-y work kind of stuff today, but so this, it's not gonna work. I'm gonna have to grab my straight edge thing, I guess, but probably modeling it after this might be a little better. So let me go grab that, hang on. Alright, it's sort of still kind of hard to see, but that's roughly another 6 inches out from that bucket. Roughly. And I think I'm going to do it a little differently too, because you can see the angles. This one, the bottom plate is pretty well flat, but then they've angled the front forward a more. Now that'll reduce your capacity. So I think what I'm going to do, get that back to the 6 roughly, is go straighter with this thing, like almost straight right up, because like I say, I don't really need the angle. Like, I'm going to be digging into like piles of stuff that's already soft, right? So I'm going to come pretty much, I think I'm going to almost do it at 90. So this is going to be, you know, a straight plate and then a straight plate, 90'd, be a bit wider out the front, so 6. And it's still hard to kind of visualize it until you actually get both pieces here, you know, and then mush the other piece into there. And then it's going to be, of course, probably about out here wider too, so she's going to be a fairly beefy bucket. Now, I'd really like to do one that's double multi-purpose too, you know, because the snow bucket I could probably bring out like a heck of a lot further, you know, like out here somewhere. Like I could probably add it at least easily another couple of feet on it, because it'll pick that crap up and move it no problem, right? But dirt, yeah, no, she wouldn't work for dirt. I can't come out a whole lot more than that, I don't think, for dirt. Because like I say, the more you come out, the less you got for curling, moving, pushing, pulling power. So it kind of sucks, but that's the way she is on that. So there's two on their bucket here. They've got it curled for strength. You can almost kind of see the curl thing there, right? Because it's kind of wore through it a bit. Whereas mine, I'll probably make it straight and then straight. So I'll gain a little bit extra in there too, which is, you know, not going to be huge, but yes. Now, oh man, I wish I could make it dual purpose, but I just don't think it's going to work. So there's no point in building. Yeah, I'm just kind of right now, you know, like. Now, should I build 2 buckets or should I build 1 bucket? Like this one is good for filling 2, but like I say, when you're filling a grave in, you've got like another about that much roughly on each side, because this is 6 and I've got an 8-foot wide hole, so you end up filling the whole middle of it and nothing on the sides. Oh man, I don't know. I don't know, but it would be nice to have a snow bucket too. Because like I say, I mentioned it already, but you can bring a snow bucket out quite a bit further. Because you could scrape down pretty hard with that and it would hold a heck of a lot more of a snow in it than dirt, right? But you couldn't use it for dirt. So we may end up building 2 buckets here. Probably going to do a snow bucket first, if I've got the materials still in there. And the snow bucket doesn't have to be super heavy duty material either, so we'll have to see what we got in here for that. Whereas the other bucket you'd want her kind of sort of heavy-ish, duty-ish. Possibly out of that stuff. Looks like I've got another sheet 1/4 inch or 3/8 or something there yet. And we've got a fair whack of stuff over here yet too. Oh crap. We've got darn near a whole sheet of, I think that's 1/4, and that's another 1/8 I think back here. So I've got 2 actually sheets of 1/8 that would work good for a snow bucket perhaps. I mean, I think I can move these over because they're so bloody heavy. Oh, I got another sheet of something. Oh, that's another sheet of checker plate stuff. So yeah, we gotta probably use the tractor right now. We got there's another 1/4 happy sheet of 1/8 there, it looks like. That's good. I think we should have enough material for at least a snow bucket anyways. That's another full sheet of 1/8, yeah. So that's good. We've got some materials. That's I think 1/4 inch. Actually, I probably got a measuring tape on my. Yes, I do. This is 1/4 inch. Okay, so that's good. So we got 1/4. Oh, our little brackets are gonna need them. I better put them somewhere better. Okay. So, yeah, we got 1/4. And the 1/8 we'll probably use that for the snow bucket. 1/4 will probably be lots for a bigger bucket. I don't imagine they build them much bigger, thicker than that, or you wouldn't be able to pick the thing up. And then I think these were 3/8 sheets over here, or is this another 1/4 here? That's a 3/8, so it's got 2 3/8 there. Yeah. I think that's almost a whole sheet of 3/8 there, but that's about all the 3/8 I got left. But I think the 1/4 should be lots. We'll have to figure it out, but I think I'll probably build the big snow bucket first, the big feller. We're gonna need some of that 3/8 too for building some more of these Deweys. I think that was 3/8. maybe it's, yeah, it feels like about 3/8 inch for the quick attach dewey. We can do that up though. And I think that we'll pretty much use up all our steel when we get those together. 3/8 will probably make a pretty decent cutting edge too. Maybe even if I kind of put a couple of them together, it'd be probably better to do that. Make like a 3/4 inch thick cutting edge. Holy Nikes, can you imagine that? Holy, look at the salt here already, eh? She's starting to bleed through my bag. Uh-oh. Probably because it's in here and it's drying out a bit, maybe, I don't know. But don't really want it on my welder, but I don't really have a choice. Anyways, yeah, so when we're gonna start building this new bucket here, I don't really know, but I'll tell you, if I had her today, I probably would have used it. Like, I could use that for doing snow, but it fills up so freaking fast, eh? That she starts spewing out right away. So, but yeah, whenever we I don't know when we're gonna do that. We also got to build a battery box for this new battery too. I haven't done that yet either. And it's actually not a whole lot bigger than that one. I pretty much only need to lengthen it at about 3 inches at the most. So, but we'll have to get down to that as well. But there's another sheet of something. Oh, I think we've cut bits out of that already. Side bits. But I think that big one there's another 1/8. So, but yeah, that should work pretty good. We'll have to get on to that. I do spoos, and it'd be kind of nice to have, like I say, I could have used her this morning for what I was doing, but we went and got parts and fixed that thing again, and it worked fine after that, so don't ask me, but it's starting to get to be a pain in the you-know-what. But anyways, what else can we get into here today? I'm not too sure. So I'm just kind of thinking too, if I made that snow bucket like a 90-degree from the bottom plate to like the back top plate, middle back top plate thingy, it's going to have to be what I was going to say, it's going to have to be a little bit of thought put into to that. I think it'll work okay. I'm just kind of thinking that it's maybe leaned forward a bit so it actually dumps better maybe, but with the big bucket like that I don't think it's going to really matter, because by the time you're going to dump it you're going to be shoving it up into a great big pile of stuff anyway, so should probably be alright. So yeah, I think we'll just do something 90. I think that'll work fine for snow, but it definitely is not going to work for pushing into like dirt and stuff, you know, so it'll probably end up buckling the thing, but yeah, anyways, that's probably going to be it for today from down here, I would imagine. I don't think there's going to be much else of anything, ooh, dark again, else going on today, so we'll maybe have to start thinking about what we're going to do for that bucket. It's going to take up a fair whack of space in here, but it shouldn't be really too long coming together, because really there's not a lot of intricate cutting and stuff for it, right? So we'll just have to get stuff measured and see if we can find ourselves a pretty decent straight edge, get everything straight. Now that I've actually got another piece of straight edge somewhere. I picked up a bigger one from Princess Hotto when I was down. Now where the heck did I do with it? It might actually be back in there somewhere behind the tractor from our last project, because I'm pretty sure I have used it. It was actually a wider piece of aluminum strippy stuff, you know, so I'm sure it's in here somewhere. It's probably right behind that big bag of salt. But if I have to, I think I can still pull that thing out of here. Pretty sure it won't be in here because it's a really long piece. I don't think I used it in here for anything actually anyway, so. But we'll find it. I know it's here somewhere. And that'll help for cutting the big long strippy pieces, but I mean we can do her but with some smaller bits, but it's kind of nice to have one long whoosh, done, you know. So I should have looked before I put this thing away back here today, but I'm sure it's back in here somewhere. Where exactly, Oh, there it is right there, actually. I can see it. Right through there. Nice long strippy piece. That'll work good. I knew I had it there somewhere. So yeah, but anyways, I'm gonna head her home, I guess. Nothing else gonna be happening here today, so. But yeah, whenever they give me the call of that big salt spreader coming in for the front of the big 110 there, I'll probably have to hook up the trailer, run up and grab that, and then I've got I got him to order me a couple more of these the big pins that is in, actually, the tractor right now. It's in the Dewey there. A great big long pin I use for the thumb. I got him to order me a couple more of those too, so I can get pins made and do it for all my buckets and stuff, you know, for this little guy. And that one's already got one, and then we got a couple more buckets here that need it. And yeah, we can go from there. So, but anyways, I'm heading her home. So, snow bucket wise, I think I'm gonna see, probably gonna settle it on around 8 feet too. I don't know if I should go too much more wider than that for that. Although I guess I probably could. I don't know, I'm gonna look at some bucket pictures tonight and stuff on the net there and see what kind of shapes and stuff that they're getting made with and made from and stuff, and see what I can figure out from that, and we'll kind of go from there. I'll look up maybe snow bucket, backhoe snow bucket or something, I don't know. And we'll get some more brainstorming ideas from that, hopefully. And we'll start building up our own. So anyways, it's pretty cold out here today. It's like minus 14 or 15 or something, so she definitely freezes you up quick. So I'm gonna head her home. You guys have a good night. Thanks for watching. Sorry it wasn't too exciting today, but man, I'm just dragging my feet today, not really wanting to do much. So, but we'll get back on her, get a better sleep tonight maybe. Can never sleep very good in hotel rooms, you know, this garbage. So, but yeah, you guys have a good night. Thanks again for watching. We will catch you tomorrow.